Some people say the U.S. government doesn't really like a lot of mergers and acquisitions these days because the FTC and the Justice Department haven't approved as many mergers as maybe the business community would like. Do you think that's been a big problem? And do you think the M&A market will be coming back at some point?
The M&A market is actually doing okay. But to your point about coming back, and we talked about this a little bit when we were talking about the equity market, M&A volumes are running kind of 20% below 10-year averages. There's no question that the regulatory environment has an impact on that. And I don't think the regulatory environment is as constructive and balanced as it should be, to ensure our competitive position in the world. And so I hope that adjusts. I think it will adjust, naturally. I think the second factor that's impacted the M&A market is the financial sponsor community, the private equity community, has been a little bit turned off over the last 2 years. And I still think we've had a big reset coming out of the pandemic, and I think the private equity community is still wrestling with, the value they perceive their assets to be versus the current, kind of market value. And the incentive system really leads that community to wait. So M&A around that, the sponsor community has been slower. I think both those things will normalize over time. There are natural cycles, but both of those have been headwinds to M&A activity in the short term here.